Hello friends, I'm here with my two favorite horses and we're gonna do a fearful horse versus a confident horse. And what we're gonna do today is a simple thing, just lunging them around in a circle and see the different behaviors on how a confident horse is being lunged and going on the circle, and how a more emotional and fearful horse is behaving on the circle. And then I'm going to share a little bit, some few tips about what to do with the different ones to help them do better or be more safe or be more motivated. So let's just start with the fearful one. So let's start with the unconfident, the fearful, the emotional behavior. This is Brego. He's a Spanish horse and he's the most fearful horse that I've ever met in my entire life. And let's just get on with it. Let's get him out in a circle and then I'll explain it a little bit, but you will see it very clearly. So he is very reactive as a person, as an individual. And his tendency, especially when he starts to go forward, is just to add up and build up energy and just go, 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 go. So I'm gonna gently, so you see, I haven't really done anything other than move, and he's already going, he's already out there. So let's just give him a little bit of space, a little bit of time, and let's see if you can see it. You can see the head is up, the head is on the outside, the tail is up, and he's kind of running like this with the rib cage towards me. And that is because he has a negative expectation of pressure coming from the human, of unreasonable, in his mind, unreasonable demands. And he is also, you can see he's defecating there. That's also a fearful or an emotional behavior. When he thinks that he needs to run a lot or escape a lot, then they kind of empty themselves. They can do it once, they can do it several times, depending on the level of stress or whatever they have in the belly, just to be lighter and be able to run away. But you can see he's kind of building up. He's running faster and faster and faster. If I just do anything, like for instance, if I'm just lifting up a little bit like this, he will start running faster. So I asked him to run in canter, but you can see he's not coordinated, he's running too fast, he's not really in control here. He's even cross-firing in the canter, which means one part is going left and the other part is going right, basically. So now he changed to the left lead, but he did it on his own. I didn't ask him to. And that is typical of a fearful behavior. Just reacting to anything and just going more and more and more and building up that energy, the negative energy, the pent up energy inside is getting out here. So what you could do is that you could just leave him alone and he will eventually relax, because he will get physically tired and that will help him get a little bit more mentally relaxed. But what you also could do to kind of not avoid, but kind of interrupt him going to the red zone and just building up more and more and more and getting through like a prolonged period of stress and fear, then we can interrupt it. And the best way is to still allow him to go forward, but redirect it. So what I'm doing here is I'm redirecting it, and then I'm redirecting it again. So I'm not allowing it for getting up there. So I'm just going away from him. I'm not going towards him, I'm going away from him and then redirecting his energy. So now we are coming towards you. Redirecting the energy, and then you can see automatically he will start to relax more and being able to actually focus and then go quietly. So there, just redirecting the energy. So now he doesn't need to go out there on his own. He can just follow and then be more relaxed. And then I can just show him that that is the kind of behavior that we like. Useful when we are with humans. That is more of a cooperative behavior. Being relaxed, being focused, and just making an effort to relax on his own. So let's see if he can get the quiet, calm trot, or maybe even walk. But you can see now the rope is on the ground, and he's even, like there, he even responded to the rope, and he could slow down, he could relax. And that is a great way to help a horse that is emotional and just going, is to redirect the negative energy into a constructive and therefore more positive energy, which is more relaxed. And that will teach the horse how to be with humans in a better and more cooperative way that is based on relaxation, it's based on contact between us, and it's based on positive responses. And then we create the cooperative will and the kind of willingness to be with us and act together with us. But you can see he's still reacting a little bit, but his kind of partnership side of him takes over when he reacts to something. Like he reacted to a truck driving by, so he sped up a little bit, but then his partnership brain or side of him kicked in, and he could start to relax again. So he's still, you see the small reactions, that's okay. I'm just gonna ask him to move his hindquarters away and then come in, and we can stand here and have a great little relaxation time together that will be meaningful for him, because we have now gone through something that for him was stressful, was difficult, and the result of it was being more relaxed and then standing still, which gives him the potential of even more relaxation, and it's done together with a human, because of a human, and not the opposite, where usually in his life his stress, his fears has also been because of a woman, not a woman, sorry, because of a human, and also caused by humans. So we want to reverse that, so that all the positive things in his life is because of a human and caused indirectly by a human as well. So that was the emotional horse, launching an emotional horse, and kind of how to help him. So let's get on with the confident horse. So here I am with Dusty, my other favorite partner, and he is super confident. He's very well educated. Unfortunately, circles is not his favorite thing, so you're really gonna see kind of the creative, confident behavior bordering on lazy and not really willing. So let's just see how he does, and I'll explain the behavior and then what we can do to maybe motivate him a little bit to get on with it and act like a partner. So let's just get going. I'll just go here and ask him to go out on a circle, and we'll see what he does. And there you see, like, yeah, I'm not really want to go forward. And I was just asking again, yeah, I'm not really want to go forward. So I guess I can do it, but yeah, I'm not really into it, not really enthusiastic. As you can see, he's barely trotting along here, and this is a trot he has when he's not really trotting. So, and there, okay, oh, the rope got me, I have to stop. So as you can see, very confident, very calm, very also kind of polite. He's not being that bad about it, but he's just not into it. He's not really engaged in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask him to really engage now and make an effort. So what instead of with the confident horse, I was very clear, very obvious what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do basically the opposite. So I'm gonna be a little bit sneaky here. So I'm gonna say, if I were you, I would go to my left, which is your right. And I would do it very quickly. Otherwise, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna bite you. And then if he doesn't do it, I'm biting. And then I go after the spot he was, just to get engagement. So I'm not going after him. That's only if he doesn't understand. After like 2 or 3 times of this, then I may go after him and say, now you have to move. But here, I just wanted some movement, and then I'm gonna ask again. So he's gonna probably start running right now. So I'm saying, if I were you, I would go. If I were you. There you go. So I don't need him to just jump out there right away, because we've just started, but I needed him to pay attention and make an effort. And then I'm gonna change it up again. So now he's trotting around me, and I've asked him to trot to the left and just maintaining that. But you can see he's still kind of bored. He's still kind of not into it. So then I say, hey, I would go if I were you. Then I'm gonna change it up. So I'm kind of gonna surprise him, and I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on him here and say, can you go the other direction? Can you go the other direction? So we'll just keep the trot going first, and then I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna change it up. But instead of going at him now, then I'm just gonna take one step back. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna take one step back like this, and then asking him to go. So just one step back, one step forward, or basically half a step. I'm gonna show it again. So I'm just gonna turn so you can see it from the side. So there, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. And then I'm taking one step back, and then one step forward, and putting some pressure on. And that you can see, he starts to get alive now, and really engaged, and he's also cantering right now. So now I'm gonna change it up again. I'm just gonna do a, hey, we had the canter. I'm gonna do a transition, so I'm gonna ask him to slow down. And then I'm gonna ask him to canter again. And then I'm gonna slow him down, like this, and then canter again. So I'm kind of keeping the conversation a little bit alive, just to keep him engaged and also moving. So there this is not about fear, this is just more about confident. So I'm just gonna do this step one, step back, step forward, and asking him to go. It's his responsibility to keep cantering, to maintain the gait. So now I'm gonna jump at the place he is at, because it's his responsibility. It's not my job to keep him cantering. It's my job to ask him for the canter. It's his job to keep it and maintain that gait, maintain that speed and the direction and all those things. So now I'm using the changes psychologically to keep him engaged. And you can see he's not really going forward. He kind of has this canter with the handbrake on. And that's because he's still kind of mentally saying, nah, I'm not really wanting. But he's very polite, he's very cooperative, and he's very, very obedient. He knows it's his job, but he just really doesn't really want it. And that's because, as I said, circles are not really his thing. But just see how motivated he is now to actually do what I ask and come and stand still. So just see how little I can do, like this. Okay, he didn't pay that much attention. So then I actually have to do a little bit more. There, he changed. So he lost a little bit of, we lost a little bit of connection. So I'm gonna do it a little bit more obvious, like this. And he's very motivated to come and stand. There you go. And that is how we can deal with a confident horse who is very creative, who's very self-powered as well and independent, very knowledgeable, how we can get a little bit more motivation, a little bit more engagement from him by changing it up and adding a little bit more oomph into it, a little bit more schwung into the mix here. And hopefully you like it. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell icon so you don't miss the next videos that we're coming out with. And we'll see you on the next one. And don't forget, make a difference in lunging your horse.